This is the Dawg Podcast. I'm your host, Matt DeBritz. Syracuse takes on Virginia Tech tonight, 7 o'clock on the ACC Network, Hughes.com for audio. So, Syracuse coming off that loss to Virginia on Saturday. Virginia Tech have lost 4 straight. But in those 4 games, they've lost by 5 points or fewer, 1 in overtime. They're 1-4 in the ACC, but the one win was over North Carolina. So don't let that 4-game losing streak fool you. They also are the defending ACC tournament champs. They also get back their sharpshooter Hunter Couture tonight, and also freshman, I don't know if phenom is the right word, but freshman recruit Rodney Rice plays tonight for Virginia Tech. He is the 7th highest rated recruit in Virginia Tech history, according to the outlets in Blacksburg. So they've got 2 guys coming back. They've lost 4 in a row. Those aren't the guys I'm really concerned about, though. The guy I'm concerned about is Justin Mutz. And let me tell you, he is definitely a dog, because last year against Syracuse, he had 12 points, 14 rebounds, 11 assists. That's a triple-double, everybody. And kind of the reason why he was able to run freely last year is because Jesse Edwards did not play in the game. He was injured. He had broken his wrist in the Boston College game, and Frank Aslam took that spot. Frank really couldn't perform the same way. Frank is now transferred. He plays at Georgia, but Mutz really controlled the game by distributing the ball a lot, and they got a lot of points in the paint. They outscored Syracuse by plus 10 in the paint. They also scored a lot of points off turnovers, plus 15. So that's kind of how the game was won. They lost by 12. I know the team's completely different from last year this year. For Syracuse, Virginia Tech has a lot of the same guys back. They also have another guy who is dangerous from the outside, who's 6'9". That's Grant Basile. He can shoot the 3. They're a team of older guys, transfers, people like I mentioned the guy Rice, but other than that, they're kind of an older team. So this is quite a contrast in the Syracuse team that have younger guys and 2 older leaders, and also Symir Torrance. Joseph Girard, he needs to show up, but which one will show up? In 4 games against Virginia Tech, he's had 12 points, 6 points, 5 points, 16 points. So that's an average of about 10 points a game, 9.8. He's shooting from 3, 38%, 6 for 16 in those 4 games. But you can't have a stinker. Syracuse goes as he goes a lot of times with the combination of Jesse Edwards. So Girard has to have a good game, and Edwards. Now, Edwards coming off that horrible game against Virginia where they were double teaming him all the time. After further investigation, I was kind of looking at it. He was also catching the ball way too far away from the basket. So Syracuse distributors need to get him the ball closer to the basket. He has to forget about trying to do stuff on the dribble. It has to be one dribble and up, one dribble and dunk, one dribble and left hand, right hand, whatever it is. His game is not Tim Duncan where he can bank, 15 footers. Maybe someday he'll be there, but right now he's not. So he can't do that. So between Girard and Edwards, 35 points that need to be scored. Okay. You can probably count on 15 points from Judah Mintz at least. So that's 50 points. Virginia Tech scores around 70 points per game in conference play. So, 35, 15, that's 50. I need 20 more points. Where is that going to come from? Will it come from, local product? Not really local to Blacksburg, local to Virginia, Malik Brown. He was recruited by Virginia Tech. He also has a picture on his Twitter of him wearing a Virginia Tech uniform when he went on a recruiting visit. He was heavily recruited. They gave him an offer after his freshman year, and then again later because the coaches changed. But other guys in Syracuse got, letters from them, Mintz, Taylor, Benny Williams, but they weren't really interested. But Malik Brown was, and he's coming off that great game against Virginia, 10 points, 8 rebounds, shot efficiently. So can he put together 2 good games in a row? Will Benny Williams step in the spotlight again? Will Chris Bell? It doesn't really matter. Will Justin Taylor? It doesn't really matter who it is. They just have to score a little over 20 points, and I think Syracuse can get this win. If Syracuse gets down or they're getting beat in the zone, will they try that press defense? As Boeheim keeps saying, it's not sustainable, but I keep saying it's time to do that because every game is important. That's all I really have the Dawg Podcast today. Thanks everyone for checking me out. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please check me out on facebook.com/group/DawgPod. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on TikTok. Enjoy the game, everyone.